Tonight, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special Saturday night edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Saints taking on Tyrod Taylor and the Houston Texans.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive.
And they'll be led out by a man in season number 10 in the NFL from Va Tech at quarterback, Tyrod Taylor.
His athleticism in college was never in question. In fact, many NFL scouts thought he might be better suited to play receiver, but always believed in himself, always wanted to be a quarterback, and continues to prove his worth at that position in the NFL.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Tyrod Taylor sack.
CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And that is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
Taylor's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
The Saints offense now getting set here and leading them out in what could be his final NFL season. The game's all-time leading passer, that's Drew Brees.
When you think of accuracy, you might as well think of Drew Brees because he owns 5 of the 6 best completion percentages in a single season in NFL history, and it feels like he's done them all in 5 of the last 6 seasons. Like Tom Brady, he thinks he can go until he's at least 45, loves playing the game, takes great care of his body, and despite missing 5 games with a thumb injury last year, showed his toughness and came back and threw 27 touchdown passes against just 4 interceptions.
2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Tyrod Taylor is sacked.
The number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Harris to return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And we're going to get a delay of game. It's a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Sooner or later, we should get a snap, I think. This is now 1st and 25 after another penalty. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Now the quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, is our focus here in this player's spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On second down, Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to met beef that they could let a tackler through. Resulted.
Screenplay, Johnson. Busts through the tackle. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still first down.
Clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. From midfield, here's Breeze. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On third and long, it's Breeze. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper...
Johnson, oh, it's poke free. Football's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Most teams in the league hitting the three-quarter pole in the preseason. The whole league will be in action next Thursday night to wrap it all up. And then we start for real a week after that with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive, something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the score. It's been tight in how they've played this game. You do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock down at 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still second down.
they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still second down.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. From the gun, it's Breeze. Dancing to his left. He'll air it out deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 85 yards. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here. And it's a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
A fumble on the play.
2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. As we surmised, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Open man, the tight end Fells. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
A nice little juke. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. A beautiful fake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Kamara.
Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. We've played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And we're going to get a delay of game.
Still 2nd down.
They'll try the air now with Hill. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
From the gun, here's Hill, escaping the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 27. Out of the gun, Hill. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. But on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Buying time to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worried about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter if he needs to make those plays when the Rams go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
A shotgun snap for Hill. Flushed out right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Zach Cunningham able to drop him for a loss of a couple. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Being chased down left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. This will cost him 11 yards there on the second and goal sack. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a third and goal. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Operating from the gun, Hill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Saints 10, Texans 3.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Keenum and the offense now. Down by 7. A minute 46 to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up first and 10. Thrown out for the backup, Keenum. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's the backup, Keenum. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the playoff in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Hill now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Walk out here, man.
They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Montgomery on the counter. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.